Today we're going to make a really simple hanging jar. It has only the one piece of cord and it's just wrapped around to hold it securely in place. We have about 80 inches of 4mm macrame cord, and I've just tied the ends together in a knot. Then we can lay it down on a table, and you can see I've got one big loop right around the outside and then a smaller loop coming up from the bottom, which is just crossing over itself. This loop in the middle here, you don't want that to be too big. You want it to be about the same height as your jar. Now you can pop your jar on top of the cross there. We start by just popping this top part underneath the loop there and just pulling it upwards and out. So I'm going to make a nice big loop with this one, just pulling it, and when it's big enough we're going to bring it down over the jar. Now we've got these two inside loops that are close to the jar, and then we've got the outside cord. So we're going to just reach under this loop here and grab the outer cord and pull that on both sides, and so just pulling that upwards, and that's going to pull our jar in nice and tight. You can gently wiggle on your cords and also just push down on the jar as well. There's a couple of things you want to watch with this. The first is that your twine is sitting around sort of the groove in the jar. That's going to hold it nice and secure. And the other thing is that your cross needs to stay sitting on the bottom of the jar, especially when you start to put some weight in there. I'm just going to put a little bit of water and some cuttings in mine. You could also put pot plants or candles or whatever you have on hand. As long as that cross is sitting over the bottom, it's going to hold it nice and firmly. I just hung mine on a piece of driftwood to kind of cover up some of my ugly light, and I also put some fairy lights through mine because fairy lights. Enjoy!